Alright guys, back at the boat again. A few things have changed since the last time you guys saw the boat. One of them being I added my buddy Will here. Will's getting to work, it looks like, on removing the swim platform for the future fix. I added a gigantic door so that we could use the actual transom door over this little dinky thing we used to have to roll into the boat and essentially fall into the boat to get in. Going to be working on getting the upholstery out today. All this upholstery is coming out to get redone. The backs of the rear facing seat are coming out and going to DC Canvas here in Harrison Township. These 3 cushions are coming out, and so is this backrest. I will be recovering these panels here myself, and then this panel is rotted out. On both sides. So I'll be replacing that and recovering that myself. Probably adding quite a few speakers too. Right now we're talking about putting a 12-inch JBL Marine sub there, adding a bunch of 6.5-inch components all around here, maybe a few in the arch. Alright, let's get started. Alright, so got the back seat out. Took a little bit of doing. I actually had to use a hammer and a punch to get that pin out that's holding it down. Probably have to set it back in here and maybe run a larger drill bit through it or something. It's definitely binding. Or shim the hardware that's on the deck. But anyways, I got it out and moved this out of the way. So now the seat's out of the way. So yeah, these have seen better days, but they're going to Dean in the morning, and everything will all be much better off when he's done. Alright, I've got this backrest most of the way out, and then Will called me out, and the swim platform was a little heavier than he thought, so I jumped out here and we slid it off the back of the boat. It does look like I'm going to have to replace these stanchions and reseal them. They're a little weak, probably from wobbling all these years up and down. But back inside here we've got this backrest, and there's a 1/4 stud and nut holding this through here, and I'd say 4 of the 8 that are holding this thing on were not on. So somebody attempted to start taking it off at some point and gave up or something. Alright, we got the backrest off. This corner one here took some doing. I had to stick my hand way up in there, but it's all off. Like I said before, most of the hardware was actually missing, so I'll have to go out and get some stainless nuts, and I'm going to go with much larger washers and probably use the lock nuts, the nylon nuts, when I put it back on. But there she is, she's off. On to the next project. I'm going to try and figure out how these, the backrests of those seats right there come off. Alright, well, things got a little crazy here. So, in order to get this backrest off, it's looking like we have to remove this entire seat section from the boat. which is not cool, but I kind of did need to get behind there anyways, because that panel right there is rotted out at the base, so I have to remake all that. And when I remake all that, the speakers are obviously going in there too. So yeah, this job just got huge, and I guess we'll see how it shapes out. Alright, so we thought that the whole base had to come out, which really didn't make any sense, but it turns out it doesn't. These panels right here, the side panels, are held in with like automotive Christmas trees, and since mine were dry rotted, they kind of stuck behind in the holes. But if it wasn't dry rotted, you'd just be able to like pop this off. There is a wing nut on the other side of here that is kind of jammed up and barely moving. You get to the other wing nuts. There's 2 or 3 right here. You get to them on the other side of the seat up in here through that access panel. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to try and get this off. More than likely those are going to come off in the morning. It's getting late. Getting hungry. But at least we got that off, and take that to the canvas guy in the morning. Ugh. Daunting. It's a daunting task. I did replace these with LEDs real quick though, up in the arch. A little bit brighter than the originals. Which helps out, because I'll be doing a lot of work after work when it gets dark. Well, here we are the next morning. So we didn't get the other backrests out last night. It got too late. So now I'm going to take this over to the canvas guy / upholstery guy. See what he has to say. Well, I got the backrest and the back seat to the upholstery guy, and this is still a work in progress over there, getting these off. This is kind of where I'm going to leave you guys for this episode, this video. I'll probably make another video soon here, the rest of the stuff with the upholstery. I'm going to get started on the dripless conversion for the shafts, the cutlass bearings, pulling the shaft out, pulling the props out, all that lovely stuff. So, thanks guys, thanks for watching.